Hello, everyone, and welcome to lesson 4 of this term of music time. Welcome back if you've been following us from lesson 1, and welcome for the first time if this is your first time joining us today. You are welcome. I know we're going to have a great and blessed time learning and refining our skills unto the Lord. So today we're going to get started on our second song, which is Trading Our Sorrows. If you have just joined us for the first time, you can look back to the previous lessons where we're going over To God Be the Glory. So for Trading Our Sorrows, we're going to be in the scale of D major, the key of D major. And we're going to be using the D major scale. We're also going to have a look at the D major diatonic chords. And we'll have a look at Trading My Sorrows probably towards the end of our class. But next week, we'll really delve into the song a lot more. So if you haven't got the materials yet, check your email. Or if you need me to email it to you, please just email us at info@sacksmith.com, and that email will be below in the comment section for you. But let's get started, shall we? I'm going to switch my screen now so you can see my hands on the keyboard. Okay, so we've got our D major scale today, and in the key of D major, we have an F sharp and we have a C sharp. And all the other notes are natural notes, which means we'll have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. All right, so I'm going to share that for us, and we are going to go through our right hand first, and then we'll go through the left hand. So you can see the notes you're going to be using. I've just played it for you, and we're going to be going through the scale as it's written here. Okay, I'm going to put my metronome on, which is going to be 60 BPM, and the metronome helps you keep in time. But if you didn't know, BPM is beats per minute. All right. Get your right hand ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was a good job with the right hand. If you need to go over it again, just rewind the video. So now we'll go over it with our left hand. So I didn't mention, but your right hand will start on finger 1, as you can see from the notes in the shared screen. Right hand starts on finger 1, and then our left hand is going to start on finger 5, our pinky finger. All right, I'll start our metronome again, and let's get going. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's a great job. Again, if you still need some time to get it, just rewind over the video. All right, let's get our hands together. So right hand is going to be starting on our first finger. Left hand is going to be starting on finger 5. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, well done, everybody. That's a great job. So keep on going over your D major scale. It's so important and vital in your growth as a musician And even when you're advanced, you still practice your scales. And you can practice it at faster times or slower times. So let's have a look at our chords now. Now that we've had a look at our scale. So for this song, Trading Our Sorrows, we're only going to be using, I was going to say 4 chords from the key of D major, but we'll be using 4 of the chords, but we're going to have an extra chord in there, which is not actually found in the key signature. It's going to be a flattened 7th chord, which happens to be a C major chord, which you do know. So don't worry about it. And then we've got a few inversions. But as I mentioned in our first videos, if you're not so comfortable with the inversions yet, just try everything in the root position and then work on your inversions as we go along. All right, but let's have a look at all of the chords that we do have in D major, so we're familiar with them. So as you can see, we've got the D major scale, sorry, we've got the D major chord as chord 1. So as you're learning these chords, please also remember what numbers they are. It's really good for you, beneficial to remember your number system when it comes to chords, because it means that when you learn chords in a song, you are able to transfer them to other songs. All right, so D major is chord 1. This is it in its root position. I'm just going to go through the root positions and you practice the inversions when you have gone through all of the materials for today's lesson. Okay, so D major, rooted position. And then we have our E minor, which is right next to it in the root position. And then we have the F sharp minor, so F sharp, A, C sharp in its root position. Then G major, we know this from our C major scale, G, B, E. Okay, I'm going to flip down here just for our A major chord so you can see it. So A, C sharp, E. And then we have 6, which is B minor chord, B, D, F sharp. And then 7 we know is a diminished chord, so C sharp, E, G. And then back to that root position chord, which is D major. All right, so I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to do it with my left hand this time. So when you're doing it with your right hand, if you can work your way up like so, up the octave, it's just I wanted you to be able to see how to play the chords. So I'm going to do that with my left hand now. Let's put our metronome on and let's play them together. And you'll realize that there's a pattern in how they're rising. They're not jumping backwards and forwards. They're rising by whole tones and semitones. Okay, let's go over our D major chords in our left hand. 1, 2, let's go. D major, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, 4. F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4. G major, 2, 3, 4. A major, 2, 3, 4. B minor, 2, 3, 4. C sharp, 4. And D major, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great job, great job. So if you can practice that hands together, sorry, hands separately first, working your way up, and then hands together as well. And then start looking at your inversions as well. Talking about our inversions, we'll just have a brief look. I know I asked you to go over them when you've gone through all the materials. I'm just going to have a brief look at the chords that we are going to be using in Trading My Sorrows. So you are really strong with those, which is D major, G major, A major, and B minor. So we've gone over G major quite a bit because we have gone over, sorry, I said we've done it in C major. We haven't done that this term yet. For those of you that have been following since the beginning of the year, you have gone over G major in its inversions. So my apologies on that. But I'm just going to have a look at D major chord and its inversions and a G major chords and its inversion. So you're ready for this song. Okay, so in its root position, it's like this, D, F sharp, A. In its first position, it's F sharp, A, D. In its second position, it's A, D, F sharp. And in its root, again, it's D, F sharp, A. Okay, so we're going to play those as block chords, and we're going to get our metronome again, and we'll play them all for 4 beats each, like we did for doing the chords in our diatonic chords for D major. Okay. Hand ready? Right hand. 1, 2, let's go. First inversion. Second inversion. Back to the root inversion. Okay, let's get our left hand ready. Let's put it in the root inversion. Let's do the same thing again. Root, first, second, root. 1, 2, let's go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second inversion. 2, 3, 4. First inversion. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to take the same approach for our G major chord. I think you're used to practicing with the metronome now. So root inversion, G, B, D. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, let's go. G major, first inversion, second inversion, and back to the root. That's good. All right, let's do it with our left hand. 2, let's go. G, 2, 3. First inversion, second inversion, and then back to the root. Well done. That is a good job. Good job, everybody. So if you take that same approach, please, with your A major chord, going over its root, first inversion, second inversion, and then also for your B minor chord as well. So I'll just do A major and the B minor chord. Okay. All right. So good job so far, everybody. Yes, yes. So like I said, if you need to go back over anything, please do just rewind and go over it. And like I said, the song that we're going to go over for the next few lessons is Trading My Sorrows. I really love that song. If you don't know it, trust me, you're going to love it too. It's a really great upbeat song. I've done 2 versions. I've done one version which just has the melody that you can play in your right hand, and then it has the chords along with it as well. And my miracle is here too. And then there's another one where if you really, really want to go for it, you can play the chords with both your hands and also the melody as well. So, and it's got all the rhythms as well. So I'll just show you now. I'll just show you the 2 versions. Yes, yes, Miracle is here, but she's just being a bit shy. She wants to show something to her brother. Music is definitely a family affair, guys. So, you know, involve all the family in it. So yeah, I'll just share it with you so you can see which version is which. So this one that I'm showing you now This version, when you see it like this is the more stripped back version. You just have to play the melody with your right hand, and you can play the chords that we just went over with your left hand. Okay, and there is the audio track to practice along with as well. And then there is this version, which is a more advanced for those of you that would love the challenge. You can see it's got the different rhythms with the right hand and the left hand and the bass parts going on. So if you would like the challenge for that, I'm going to go over the tutorial for both of them. So start having a look, start practicing. It was initially written with the saxophone in mind. So don't worry about where it says saxophone. And all the practice tracks I'm going to put up online after this lesson as well. So yeah, get started with the song. I'm looking forward to everything that you are all working on. I'm waiting to see some more of what everybody's doing. And I will see you again next week if you're following real time. And if you're watching this anytime, just go through the lessons, go through them. And like I said, keep on perfecting your skills to the glory of God. All right, stay blessed from myself, from all the family. Lots of love. Bye.